You all together? It's all right. Yeah. This negative man will be happy, I'm sure. Could you fuck off to the back? No. That's not the kind of gig we're talking. What is your name, sir? Sorry. David. Nice to meet you, David. Didn't really want to touch my hand there, did you, David? He touched my hand rather like the Queen might touch a tramp's cock. I have seen her do that. It is with some reticence. David, you aren't drinking tonight, but everybody else is drinking. I'm very pleased to hear that. Do we have any binge drinkers in the house? Really? Yeah, so very polite binge drinkers, guys. I'm not used to binge drinkers. That was the great response to holding up 2 drinks. I've never come across a very polite. We're binge drinking, sir. I haven't come across that. Well, good on you. I'm glad that some binge drinkers in. I know some people didn't cheer then. I will rephrase the question because the government minimum for binge drinking is actually 4 drinks in one day. So, how many people are binge drinking? Yes, fucking everybody good. I am of the belief system that binge drinking is something we should celebrate. We do have an Olympics coming up. We've got to find shit we're fucking good at. And binge drinking is it. And I do understand, obviously, the government are kind of compelled to kind of pretend like they're trying to put a stop to binge drinking in this country. That is their job. What annoys me is when other people try and get in on the game. And I am, of course, talking here about a nationwide policy introduced by the Wetherspoon pub chain. That's right, the pub chain that has spent the last 15 years selling 5p shots of aftershock to 10-year-olds, they've now decided to do their bit for binge drinking. This is genuinely true. If you're in a Wetherspoon pub with children, you're only allowed to have 2 drinks, otherwise it sets a bad example to the kids. This is genuinely the policy. So if any of you here tonight are in a Wetherspoon pub with a son or a daughter or a niece or a nephew, and you go and order a 3rd pint, you will be asked to leave. Now, clearly, ladies and gents, this is not going to work. All this is going to do is introduce a lot of children at a very impressionable age to the concept of pub crawl. I think you know right there. I do frequent Wetherspoon pubs for obvious reasons. I do like the cheap drinks and so forth. Obviously, the problem with Wetherspoon pubs generally is the clientele. I think we're all kind of in agreement on that. I was in the Wetherspoon pub, the one in Leicester Square very recently. It was a group of about 15 men walking around, non-ironically, wearing cowboy hats. Not okay in my book. As far as I'm concerned, only 2 types of people in this world wear cowboy hats: cowboys and cunts. And I did not see a horse tied up outside, ladies and gents. Welcome, latecomers. Don't go right to the back. And we've got room in the middle for these binge drinking sorts who so enamoured with the binge drinking they decided to stay in the bar for longer. They thought, fuck it, we don't need to see the beginning of this shit. Thank you very much for that. I'm genuinely very happy for you all coming out tonight on a Monday night. It really means a lot, because obviously this is in many ways counselling for me, this show. Although I am a very happy man now, generally, in my life. I very recently celebrated the 1st birthday of my baby boy. Oh, thank you. Yeah, doesn't give a shit. Lovely, I saw a lovely smiley face here, lovely smiley face. And you just went, fuck that. I am not going, he's not easily pleased. We'll see if he's clapping by the end. That's absolutely fine. I take it you're not a father, or you are, and you just fucking hate kids. Yeah. Do we have any parents in tonight, can I ask? You do? How many do you have, madam? 2, and what ages? 5 and 7, beautiful. You look far too young. Did you? Yes, that was a come on. And, don't worry, madam, this fucker does come off. So I had an extra size up, just so make it easy. No, I would never do it. Did you find out with you, I would make an exception. Did you find it difficult picking the names? That's what I want to know. It is very difficult picking names, and of course, what you don't want to do is tell people in advance what the name is, because then they might react in a certain fashion that puts you off. And I mean, part of me kind of wishes we had, but we were terrified of this for the simple fact that my wife, her sister, had a dream, and her dream was for many, many years, since she was a little girl, she wanted to call her firstborn daughter Ophelia. Do we think Ophelia is a nice name? Oh, yeah. No, there's the reason. Negative energy man would take that and put you off there for life. You never do. I may not ever meet negative energy man again. But if I do, I don't want this. And you'd be worried about it, and that's the reason. And she kind of knew that, and she kept it secret for many, many years. She didn't tell anyone. And she finally got pregnant, and then she found out it was a girl, so she was ever so happy. Her dream was going to come true. She was going to call her Ophelia. And then literally about 10 days before the baby was due, she went into work to kind of pick up some things. And she said to a work colleague that she trusted, she said, I'm going to tell you a secret. I'm going to call this beautiful baby girl. You can't tell anyone, it's been my dream for years. You've got to keep it quiet, but I'm going to call this beautiful baby girl Ophelia. And I shit you not, this guy turns to her and says, you can't call her that! She goes, why the hell not? Why not? It's been my dream. But why a minute? He goes, you can't call her that name. You can't call her. She goes, why? And he goes, Ophelia tits, Ophelia bum. It's a fair point, but he couldn't get to it by himself, and she couldn't then, after years of dreaming that, go and call this beautiful baby girl Ophelia. Now, every time she looked in that cot, she would think of this disgusting man, and always go, Ophelia tits, Ophelia bum. 2 weeks till the due date, she had to come up with a new name with 2 weeks to go. I mean, she's 5 now, and little Fister is doing fantastic. That is all true for the end bit.